Hey, so welcome back to the channel. When we last left Sunnybrook Farm, I was on my way back from Florida and heading back to the store here in Indiana to get it back online to ship some things out the door. I can tell you, we've had a pretty busy start to the year. We've shipped out about 75 total items so far this year, and it's, well, we're 2 weeks into it, right? Average sale price was $16.14. which is a little lower off of our average of everything last year, but that's okay because we haven't sold a lot of big ticket items so far this year, so it's been a lot of little things. And I'll go through that list and say thanks to everybody in just a second. Hey, so as I'm looking at the stats so far this year, we've almost hit all 50 states already. We've 31 different states in just a couple weeks into the new year. Internationally, we're not making a big impact internationally yet. We've only shipped to Canada so far this year, so that's a close neighbor, right? California, Florida, and New York are leading the way as our top states. California and Florida and New York, they're always at the top of our list. They were in our top 5, I think, for 2025. But anyway, let's get into this list.
Get on with it!
Big shout out to Josh in Safety Harbor, Florida for the Best of the Allman Brothers audio cassette from 1980. Thank you for buying that.
We have an Allman Brothers band party, man.
Sandra in Jumping Branch, West Virginia bought the vintage St. George 24% lead crystal Santa sleigh from the 1980s. Jacob in Doylestown, Pennsylvania bought Giggly, if that's how you pronounce it. It's a Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez flick from 2003. Never saw it. I owned it, apparently.
I owned that once.
Adrian in Anza, California bought a 1941 Great Britain sixpence, King George VI silver coin, World War II era. Very nice. James in Port Haywood, Virginia bought the Eaton FR300 hand crank AM/FM weather emergency radio. That came with a bag and the original booklet.
We'll maintain radio silence except in emergencies.
Dustin in Chicago bought the Dean Martin Celebrity Roast, lot of 16 DVDs. Elizabeth in Los Angeles, California bought vintage Anchor Hawking Laurel etched whiskey glasses, set of 3 of those. Little tiny whiskey glasses, but they're pretty cool. Dan in Queen Creek, Arizona bought the Louis L'Amour Collector Series audio cassette lot. They're basically books on tape, audio books. Pretty cool. Rosa in Jackson Center, Ohio bought an Antique Book of Common Prayer miniature edition, black embossed leather cover. Sarah in Eugene, Oregon bought the Horizon HC35 Focus free. That's focused free.
I think you spelled that word with a hyphen.
35 millimeter point and shoot film camera. It was tested and working. Ralph in North Hollywood, California bought the movie Tank from 1984. Brady in Hanford, California bought Dean Martin's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. John in Edmonds, Washington bought Terry Jacks' Seasons in the Sun. We had joy, we had fun.
Could I sing Seasons in the Sun to you?
Jeffrey in Laconia, New Hampshire bought Explore National Parks, a 10 DVD collection. That came with a 62-page booklet along with it, and those were all new and sealed. Jose in Brooklyn, New York bought an Ethiopia 50 Matonas 1930 Haile Selassie silver coin. That raised our sale rate up a little bit.
Cha-ching! Cha-ching!
Claude in Hudson, Florida bought a whole bunch of stuff from us. Claude bought quite a few actual audio CDs. He bought Johnny Cash, Classic Cash, Hall of Fame Series Johnny Cash CD, Marty Robbins Super Hits, Bobby Vinton Collector Series, Down East Boys, Mercy, Eric Idle Sings Monty Python, Chet Atkins, and Waylon Jennings Super Hits. All those. He bought all those CDs, which is awesome. Thank you, Claude.
Claude. Yeah, Claude.
And that's why Florida's #1. They go big. They go big when they hit our store. Brock in Florence, Alabama bought Dude, Where's My Car with Ashton Kutcher. That won a few Emmys, if I remember right.
It's not the Oscars. I mean,
William in Chattanooga, Tennessee bought Elvis Presley, How Great Thou Art. It had a little Grammy sticker on it, too. I guess that made it important. Alexander from Garden City, Michigan, bought Juvenile Reality Check CD album.
Some say Juvenile.
Michael from South Bend, Indiana, bought various top 25 hymns, 2 CD compilation.
25.
Millicent in Columbus, Georgia, bought a vintage resin angel figurine playing harp. It's a 9.5-inch tall statue made out of resin. Was that a music box? I don't think it was.
It's just a statue.
Smart Start. It's like Light Bright, but different. Literally, their name's Smart Start. Brooklyn, New York, bought a vintage Anchor Hawking Wexford waffle press glass serving set. William in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, bought an Ethiopian coin, 10 Matonis silver coin, Haile Selassie. Also brought our sales numbers up a bit, so thank you for that.
Really help our average.
Catherine in Lebanon, Ohio, bought a vintage Indiana glass clear Ivy bowl. That also brought our sales numbers up quite a bit. So those were some good sale items. Dale in Holden, Maine, bought a concert for New York City, 2 CD set. Kelly in Elbert, Colorado, bought Rawhide, the complete first season. Roland from Solon, North Dakota, bought John Wayne 4 film favorites, 2 DVD set. Joey in Allentown, New Jersey, bought Celtic-style resin wall cross. Or is it Celtic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Celtic.
Well, it was invented by the ancient Celtics.
Antique bronze finish. It was about 2¼ inches by 6 inches. Pretty good sized cross. It's a wall hanger. Martha in Simi Valley, California, bought Baby Genius on DVD. Patricia in Loveland, Colorado, bought the Best of Beethoven, Mozart, Johann Strauss, and Vivaldi box set, 4 DVDs and 4 CDs. Daniel in Cathedral City, California, bought Son of Paleface. Bob Hope. You can't beat a good Bob Hope film. You just can't. It's a Bob Hope film from 1952.
I get a Humpty Dumpty feel.
Jeannie in Albany, Oregon, bought Department 56 Snow Babies, a Snowbird figurine. Steve in Massillon, Ohio, bought Run Silent Run Deep on DVD, 1958 classic with Clark Gable, Burt Lancaster.
Anyone for a slug of gin? We're out of a mood.
Thomas in Brooklyn, New York, bought a Lexmark Lamp Bridge porcelain Christmas Village table accent. It's a little bridge figurine. And that went right at about our average sale prices. Christy in Nampa, Idaho, bought a Department 56 Snow Baby Frosty Frolic Friends ornament. Sterling in Lawndale, California, bought a Las Vegas-style acrylic dealer shoe, 8-deck capacity. It was an open box, but everything inside said it was new. That little shoe had never been used. Amy in Lake Worth, Florida, bought Mona Lisa's Smile on DVD. That's a Julia Roberts, Kirsten Dunst film. Alicia in Salt Lake City, Utah, bought 13 Going on 30 DVD. Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo, do good button kind of guy. Robert in Springfield, Virginia, bought the Collection 10 CD classical music set. Jeffrey in Howell, Michigan, bought Already Free Digipack by the Derek Trucks Band from 2009.
Look at me. I traveled back to 2009.
Catherine Hoskinson in Enon Valley, Pennsylvania, bought the Holy Bible, New Revised Standard Version from 1997. Daniel in Warren, Pennsylvania, bought vintage silver-plated creamer pitcher with lid. Jess in Troy, New York, bought a vintage Fenton hobnail ashtray. Sebastian in Cedar Hill, Texas, bought Let's Be Cops. That was new and sealed with Damon Wayans and Jake Johnson. Tim in Plano, Texas, bought The Rock and Roll Show by Daniel O'Donnell. Raymond in Las Vegas, Nevada, bought Bob Seger Against the Wind. That was on 45.
Seems like yesterday.
Larry in Thousand Oaks, California, bought Blind Fury. It's a Rutger Hauer film from 1990. Sergio in Houston, Texas, bought a 1977 Harris Explorer Worldwide Postage Stamp album. It's a mouthful. It had 17 stamps in it. I think Sergio's going to put some more in there. Tony from Lynchburg, Virginia bought a lot of 3 Mylar concert tape, 1,200-foot 7-inch reel-to-reel tapes. Linda in Nice, California bought the Caution Horses, Cowboy Junkies audio CD.
It's a good CD. It's a really good CD.
Carl in Spokane, Washington bought The Adventures of Milo and Otis. Samantha in Maitland, Florida bought Felt Like Sharing 10 by 10 orange felt letterboard with oak frame.
It's a sign.
Michael in West Palm Beach, Florida bought Every Which Way But Loose motion picture soundtrack. I wonder if the Orangutan had a track on that album. I should have listened to it all the way through. Melvin in Lutherville, Maryland bought 13 Ghosts, classic horror film. Jordan in Oklahoma City bought Lilo and Stitch. Efren in DeLand, Florida bought a lot of Two People magazines featuring Donald J. Trump. Jimmy in Saugus, Massachusetts bought Volcano, Tommy Lee Jones flick from 1997. Nicholas in Bailey, North Carolina bought a 1922 Greek 10 lepta coin, the Kingdom of Greece. It was a nice vintage coin. Jamie in Harlan, Kentucky bought Rona Martin's Laugh In the Sock It To Me collection. James in Sears, Michigan bought Tom Horn, it's a DVD from 1980, brand new, sealed, Steve McQueen. Leland in Clayton, North Carolina bought Avatar, the James Cameron Smurf movie.
My Smurf.
Ofer from Enterprise, Ontario, Canada bought Billy Ray Cyrus VHS, new and sealed.
Looking good, Billy Ray!
Bree in Wesley Chapel, Florida bought a hand-painted ceramic Cookies for Santa plate. It's got Santa and a sleigh on it, about a 10-inch plate. Paul from the Bronx, New York bought a lot of 11 People magazines from 2016. Joshua from Londonderry, New Hampshire bought a 1960 Greek 20 drachma. It was an 83.5% silver coin. Again, bringing our average sale prices up a bit. And Cheryl in Marion, Texas, and by the way, this is the last one, bought Anaconda. Not the new one. The 1997 one with Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube. The new one looks far funnier, although the first one was funny, but I don't think it was funny on purpose, if you get my drift.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that brings us up to date on everything that has sold out of our store, and it gives you an idea of the diversity of the things that sell out of our store. It's been a busy start to the new year. We pray that the year will continue to be busy. So thank you all for purchasing from us, and for those of you who haven't, come on out. You'll find something. In fact, I'm listening to new stuff today.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
Well, different hat, different shirt, different day. I got caught up in doing all kinds of fun things yesterday, but it's a brand new morning, and there are things, let me show you real quick. There's some things that happened while we were in the sunshine state of Florida, here in the garage. I had a makeshift table set up over here with a piece of drywall that was holding quite a few things. And as you can see,
It's busted.
it didn't withstand the hot and cold fluctuation of temperatures that occurred in this building while we were gone. And of course, the weight had something to do with that as well. So what I'm trying to do is pick my way through that pile, find out what broke, what didn't break. Obviously, the broken things go in the trash can. For example, I'm reaching into the trash. This record, nice 78.
Maybe I'll break your record.
So I don't know if it was broken before it fell or if the fall to the floor did it, but there's a crack in this record. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there where my thumb is. That makes it trash, because nobody's going to play a record with a crack in it. But the goal today is to get through some of those albums that are out there. I got to go through each one, make sure they withstood the drop from the table, make sure they're clean, make sure there are no scratches in them or warps. If they're scratched or warped, they go in the same recycle bin. We're not going to sell anything that doesn't play, obviously.
Let the music play on.
We got some Tennessee Ernie Ford we're going to get listed today. Bob Harrington.
We gotta get Harrington out.
The Swordsman.
It's pronounced Frankenstein.
The Swordsman. Yeah, sometimes I turn your radio on. Sometimes I make myself laugh. I know the difference, but I just liked it. Anyway. The Singing Nicholsons. Then I Met Jesus. And then Roger Williams' Fabulous 50s. Those are going to get listed today. And filed away and custom SKUs put on. And that's the plan. So we'll start on that next. But first, we had 3 things sell in the store overnight. 2 of them I already picked up in the video vault in the Blue Room. And that is Adam Sandler, The Water Boy. We'll get that packaged up. And then I think that was pre-owned. Yeah, that's a pre-owned. And then London 2012 Olympic Games. And that is new and sealed. So those 2 things. And the third thing I gotta look up.
Slipped my mind?
Slipped your mind indeed.
All right, and the third thing was an album, and it is down here in this album box, and it should be number 68. The problem is, you see, I started my numberings over here on the left corner, and for some reason, I got crazy and shifted my numbers to the right side. There it is, number 68. Concerto Barroco.
Is this Spanish?
Numero dos, andale.
All right, so I got those 3 items boxed up. The Olympic game DVD is going to A. That's their first name, is A. That's not weird, because I met somebody just this past week whose legal name is a letter, and it's the letter A. I think his mom wanted him to be first in the phone book.
Yellow Pages.
Anyway, the DVD, the Olympic DVD is going to North Las Vegas, Nevada, to A. The Water Boy is going to Rachel in DeLand, Florida. That's about 40 minutes or so from where Debbie is right now, as a matter of fact. And the album is going to Richard in Denver, Colorado. And I'm going to drive those to the post office as soon as my coffee gets filled up.
Hot coffee.
So I walked by that table that had collapsed on my way to the car, looked things over again. I like to just assess a few times before I start digging in. And it got me thinking, we buy things in large quantities usually. And I get asked by people a lot of times, hey, would you like to buy my records? I got a lot of records. And I was thinking that even though those hit the floor and they absolutely need to be inspected, I'd have to inspect every one of them anyway, even if they hadn't hit the floor, because I got to tell you, I'm not going to sell a record that has a gouge in it from a kid dragging a phonograph needle across the thing. So I got to check everything, see if they're warped, see if they're dirty, see if they got mold on them, I just can't trust. And in some cases, if we will play them to check them as well. So it's not extra work that they have fallen. It's, I'm just looking them over. Some are obvious. Some will be more obvious than others that they didn't survive the fall.
Damage report.
So it's 19 degrees out here, and I'm not wearing a coat, proving once again the Florida weather didn't thin my blood out so much that I can't withstand the cold. And it's not a testament or anything like that. It's just that I don't like to wear bulky winter coats. And so I started the car long before I got into it, and it's all warmed up. The heated seat's working, the heated steering wheel. And if I play my cards right, I'll find a parking spot 10 feet from the post office door. And it'll be in and out in very little time in the cold weather. We got a little snow overnight, nice little dusting, enough to make me fishtail when I pulled out here onto the state highway. Because, we live off a county road and there's no salt or plows or anything. So driving a rear-wheel drive car certainly takes me back to my childhood, but you got to learn how to drive on this stuff again, because areas like this get a little slick. And it's not helpful when somebody crosses the center line like that guy does.
And we just crossed that little red line over the...
All right, so we're going to get Der Bingle taken care of. Got to put my hat on backwards because when I push the trigger on this, that pops up. And when that pops up, it hits the bill. So we don't like that. We'll get some shots here. There's a front cover shot. And the back is equally as important. Okay, now the challenge for this is going to be getting the inside pages. Oh, I wonder if I could actually open it across 2 easels. Wouldn't that be awesome? If we could just kind of do that. Hey, that kind of works. And then we'll level it. Look at that. Look at that.
Inspection time.
Well, this just became trash for me really quick. So here, I'll show you what we had going on here. So this record looks good sitting in the sleeve, doesn't it? But look at this. It's falling apart.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
So we lost Dear Old Donegal by Bing Crosby and McNamara's Band by Bingle. Right there. And part of that fell on the floor. The shards of Bing Crosby. It goes in the trash. So we've got this cool little book, which would have been awesome if all the Bing Crosby records were in it. And they're not in it. And one of them was busted. So it was short one record already, because this first record is When You Wore a Tulip and I Wore a Big Rose by the American Quartet. That's not Bing Crosby.
Get Bing Crosby.
I like you better.
Guess we could sell this without the American Quartet in it, make it a Bing Crosby sale. But I feel like I need to move it down the road and not throw it away. So that's the plan.
I can't throw this away.
So we're going to take pictures of this with only 3 records in it. And we're going to say the truth, which is 2 records are missing. All right, there's that picture. Obviously, it'd be worth more money to us if everything was good. But everything is not good. Again, see, so that's an example of where things look good when you're looking at the pictures in the auction, or you're walking through somebody's house and they say, I have this huge record collection. But as you start digging into them, you find things aren't actually as they seem. It's a lot like buying somebody's movie DVD collection, getting it all boxed up, getting it home, start opening up the cases and discover there's no DVDs inside. We've had our fair share of that too. So those are the risks you take as a reseller. Stay.
And stay.
That's a shame.
Are you preserving that?
There's Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Okay, you're an animal.
Oh, there's a lot of reflection back on that one. Gotta turn Tennessee just a little bit.
You're great.
That's a much better deal.
I'm not even shooting you. It's crazy. And I'm spent. Right, that's a wrap, everyone.
So I think we're getting close to the end of our broadcast day. We got a lot done today. As you can see, the records are off the bench, and the reason I stopped on records, I still have a lot more to do, but the reason I stopped on them is I ran out of those clear plastic sheets that we put, here, I'll show you, these clear plastic sheets that we put the records in, and we write the SKU numbers on, these guys. And the SKU number goes up here in the corner. I ran out of those, so I had to order some. So I switched gears and moved to audio CDs. And now I'm surrounded by audio CDs. We have a bunch of them we haven't listed yet, and I'm making it a mission. We're going to get it done. I just listed Michael Bublé's Christmas CD. I realize it's a little late for Christmas, being a new year and all, but you know what? Christmas comes again this year. So, as a matter of fact, this two stacks, this stack and this larger stack, that's all Christmas. And there's some Christmas mixed in here as well. Bublé goes in slot number 15 in this box. Yeah, so there's quite a bit to list. That's the game plan for tomorrow. I wanted to tell you guys another thing that happened. Starting January 1, we continued our New Year's celebration. So there's currently 45% off pretty much everything that's in the store. Obviously, the higher priced items, which are narrowly margined anyway, we're not doing a reduction on. But things like this, you can pick them up dirt cheap right now. That sale ends at the end of this month, so January 31st. And then we have a new sale starting, not as deep, so you might want to get out and buy something now. But anyway, 15% off movies and music starting in February. And I don't know how long we're going to run that, but we're going to run it for a while. Obviously, we've got a lot of inventory. You know, hopefully we'll get through some of that. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Please me.
3 records, Please Please Me, She Loves You, and I Want to Hold Your Hand are all #1.
Please like and subscribe. Check us out on all the other channels, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You know the places to go find us. I think that covers it. Maybe Debbie will make an appearance in the next show. She's down in Florida still, so we'll see if we can get her on video. You all take care, and I'll talk to you soon.